Hey everybody, welcome back to Race of History. Today we're going to get into the animated story for Sabaton's No Bullets Fly. Later this afternoon, the next Hannibal video will be out. Tomorrow I am going to try to get to the Lion of the North Sabaton song, so that's what's coming in the next couple of videos. With all that being said, let's get into it. No Bullets Fly, the animated story.
It's December the 20th, 1943, and in the freezing air high above Germany, Second Lieutenant Charles "Charlie" Brown is at the controls of his B-17F, ye old pub. At 11:30, approaching the target of the Focke-Wulf plant near Bremen, the pub is rocked as 4 explosions go off right in front of the B-17. A cry comes across the intercom. "We're hit!" In the plexiglass nose, a huge hole had been made. An icy cold wind was being blown inside, making freezing conditions for the crew. Engine 2 had been hit, and co-pilot Spencer "Pinky" Luke let out an expletive as he noticed a huge hole in the right wing. Releasing their bombs over the factory, the crew turned to the north, planning to head over the coast, then turn west for home. With one engine out and engine 4 now faulty, the pub started to fall back from the formation.
Jesus, can you imagine? The airplanes today are so sophisticated and all of their systems have multiple redundancies in them. Oh my gosh, we just went over the Bismarck video where the British are still dropping torpedoes with cloth aircraft. They have stretched cloth on the aircraft, and I know this isn't obviously a cloth aircraft, but wow, how I would be nervous just to go up in one of these things, much less, you've been shot, you have an engine failure, like, just how brutal.
With another damaged plane, Sam "Blackie" Blackford in the bull turret watched as it disappeared into a cloud bank. There was an orange flash in the cloud. "Bandits!" Eckie shouted as 5 BF-109s streaked from the cloud bank. Then another cry. "Bandits!" as 8 FW-190s were spotted in formation ahead of the pub. Sergeant Bertram "Frenchy" Coulomb in the turret shot the 190 out of the sky. The navigator, Al "Doc" Sadek, took out the second. Pinky reported that engine 3 had been hit. That left just one engine at full power. The BF-109s attacked the pub from behind, swarming all over. But due to the cold wind running through the pub, most of the guns were frozen. In a turn now, the pub was repeatedly hit, taking extreme damage and killing the tail gunner. A shell penetrated and exploded near the waist gunners, injuring the crew and creating a huge hole. The oxygen supply was taken out and the pub spun towards the ground. With the crew unconscious due to lack of oxygen, the B-17 fell for 4 miles. Charlie started to come around and grabbed the controls, pulling back as the plane continued to fall. 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000 feet. Just moments from hitting the earth, the plane pulled up, almost scraping the trees as it did.
So hurry up, rearm and refuel. But through the bombers' damage that bring, see wounded men scared to the bone. Look to the right and then look again, and see the enemy in the eye. No bullets fly, spared by his mercies. Escorted out of harm's way. Lie, fighting fair is the code of the air. Round us, heroes, foes. To the machine.
Okay, so a couple of things. One, imagine flying up on, like, coming up on a plane that is just shot to hell like that. I'm wondering, like, what my first thoughts would be. Even if it's an enemy plane, I wonder what my first thoughts are coming up on a plane that is, you know, multiple engine failures, the plane is shot to pieces. You can literally see inside of the aircraft. That would just be such a wild experience to and then what do you do? Like, do you, I mean, because they're lucky to be alive as it is. So do you in that position, do you shoot it down? Or do you, I don't know. That's a tough position to be in for an quote unquote enemy pilot. So that's interesting to me. And then on the other side, wow, imagine having an enemy plane come up on you and you think like, okay, well, we can't sustain any more damage. We're going to be lucky to make it back as it is. And then to not, that fire never comes, that the shooting from the plane that you're expecting never starts. And then to, like, I can only imagine the feeling when the wheels touch the ground of, I cannot believe we just made it back alive. Like, there's almost nothing left of the plane that works or that's operable. There was an enemy fighter right behind us, and somehow, some way we made it back.
The story was kept secret until 1986, when Brown started the search for the German pilot who had shown mercy on that December day all those years ago. In 1990, Brown received a letter from a man named Stigler, who was living in Canada. Stigler explained that he had been the pilot of the German fighter who had escorted Ye Olde Pub. This video is of their first meeting.
Franz, what were your feelings when you met again for the first time?
I was so happy as we met that I dropped him and hugged him. It wasn't easy.
The fact that he risked his life early in many ways, and I wrote him in a letter, I said, if you made a habit of feeling sorry for bomber crews, flying up alongside them, I am sure that you were shot down many times. But it was not only the audacity that he came up to us and then recognizing the threat. If someone had seen him and reported him, it could have been a death sentence.
Franz gifted Charlie a book, and inside the inscription read, "In 1940, I lost my only brother as a night fighter. On the 20th of December, 4 days before Christmas, I had the chance to save a B-17 from her destruction. A plane so badly damaged, it was a wonder that she was still flying. The pilot, Charlie Brown, is for me as precious as my brother was. Thanks, Charlie. Your brother Franz." In 2008, within a few months of each other, the two firm friends went on their final journey. Franz Stigler never got the Knight's Cross, but as he always said, he got something better.
Hi, my name is Jovita Tan-Stiegler. I would like to thank Sabaton and your song, No Bullets Fly. Because of this, the story of my father will live on. See you on your next concert tour.
Wow.
Safe journey, gentlemen, and again, thank you.
God, that German pilot, for sure, could have been shot for that. I mean, without a doubt, the Third Reich was known for killing people for giving people death sentences for far less than that. That's what a crazy story. And then, so he said that he lost his brother, and that was what pulled him to have mercy, I guess. But like he said, the B-17 was so badly shot up. I mean, it's almost impossible that they made it back, even without him shooting them down. This whole story is Sabaton's so good at this. They're so good at bringing stories like this to life, and putting it out in front of the public. I did not know this story, but man, this was one of the better, like, backgrounds to a song that I've come across so far. This is a really good one. Man, okay, that was No Bullets Fly, the animated story video. Like I said, the Hannibal video should be out later this afternoon. Another Sabaton song coming tomorrow. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Help me keep building the channel over here, and I will see you all next time.